Welcome, everyone. We are joined by the state championship Marblehead girls swimming team. Captured the title last month, and they are at the YMCA in Marblehead right now as we speak. And head coach Susan Girton is with us. 33 years as coach, maybe 34. A couple of state titles. This being their third one here in 2023. So, Coach Girton, first up, tell me about this season, the state title, the state championship, and then we'll have you introduce the swimmers that you have with us.
Okay, well, we started off with the dual meet season back in early December, and we knocked off all of the teams one by one. So we had 7 wins, no losses. And then we went into the conference meet, and we won total. The boys won and the girls won, and we won with over 1,000 points. We were that's how many points we scored, over 1,000 points. I think the girls were 500 and something, and the boys were 500 and something. We had a lot of depth. You can only score 3 swimmers, but you could enter 4, and we scored every one of the swimmers that we entered. So it was really, really awesome. That meet was at the Beverly Y. And then we went on to sectionals with 8 girls, and I think there were 4 or 5 boys. The boys was one day and girls was the other day. The girls swim really, really well. The North sectionals is very competitive because Lincoln Sudbury, Western Wayland, Concord Carlisle, all the big swimming schools, Westford Academy, who usually wins it every year. So this year we came in 3rd in North sectionals. Last year we came in 2nd. We were runner-up last year. So when we came in 3rd, I didn't really know how we would do it at the state championship, but I did know that Westford Academy, Lincoln Sudbury, and Concord Carlisle are in Division 1 because they're bigger schools. And we were in Division 2, but I knew we had Amherst, Pelham, which is out in the western part of the state. They won the state championship last year, and they won their West sectionals. So I think they came into the meet kind of thinking they were going to win it. But they didn't know these girls and how they stepped up and swam out of their mind. So that's sort of how we got into it. And as it turns out, we were kind of tied after the 500, or we were a little bit behind. And then we went into the 2 free relay. And I think we were like 4 points ahead. In backstroke, I only had 1 girl, and Amherst had 2, and they were seated higher. But Sophia, who's here, was my backstroker, and she placed way higher than she was seated for. So she got some good points there. And then when we went into breaststroke, Amherst didn't have anybody in breaststroke, and I had 3 girls, and Cece is here, and she scored, and Song scored. What place did you come in?
I came in 6th.
6th. And Bella, who's not here, came in 1st. So we scored second.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wait a minute. Does Bella have a note why she's not here today or anything like that?
She wasn't feeling very well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
And I gave them your Zoom number, so if they were at home, I had hoped that they would tune in. So we scored a ton of points in breaststroke, and we were ahead enough at that point to win the meet, as long as we didn't mess up the 400 free relay. I mean, if we had gotten disqualified in the 400 free relay for a false start, it would have been over. We wouldn't have won. So I told the girls, just play it really safe. We were seated 5th, and they came in 1st. It was an incredible race. It was really unbelievable.
All right. So Coach Girton, tell me, let's go through the girls that you have with you right there. So identify them, and they can raise their hand so we can, everyone can.
Sophia up here, Weiner, Weiner, and CC Robbins
Yep.
right here, and Finn Berkowitz here in the front, and in the back with the glasses, Song, and Brinlin is over to the far left.
Right. It's not that comfortable there, girls, is it? You know, but
It's a little packed, a little
Just a
hot in
little.
here.
but I appreciate the effort. We really do.
Of course.
So, Coach, I want these girls to talk a little bit about maybe these girls could mention one of the girls in the room here, in that tight room there, in the office there. But maybe they could talk about each other. Let's see what happens with that. So look around. There's 5 of you there. Share a story about one of your teammates, if you could.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I have a specific story. I just think that, you know, we've all known each other and we've all grown up together. We obviously all swim on our separate club teams. So it's really easy to come together and work together as a team and be able to, you know, go through the same meets and the same training and kind of get each other excited. And you know, then it comes race day and we all just feel super ready to support each other and be there and come together to, you know, make something like this happen.
Yeah, and I think that one specific moment where I just remember it was during the 400 free relay for what was it, for states. I remember, so some of the girls were swimming it obviously, but all the rest of the girls were at the other side of the lane cheering on, and it was just like we were screaming. And I just really feel like that kind of sport is so like rare, especially in high schools, where high school swimming, because you know it's only for like a season and it's not the same as club swimming. But I think it's just so great that this team is so supportive and it really helps the team culture. So
Well, and not only does it bring the girls together, but I think it brings the whole team together, you know, like even just the, what is it, 8 girls that won
Yeah.
states,
Yeah.
you know, even the boys and the other kids that didn't necessarily go, like it's just such a thrilling experience for everyone, and it feels like helps, you know, make our team super connected.
Yeah.
Also, after getting 3rd at sectionals, we were kind of a bit bummed. So we really
Yes.
wanted to get
Yeah.
a state victory. So we were all like very pumped,
Yeah.
and we were all like calculating the points on the side the entire
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta win! We gotta do this to
Yeah.
get the win. So that was also really fun.
We've been talking about this win for like a year. As after states last year, we got 2nd. And this entire year, when it was like not even swim season, not even high school season, we were like, guys, we have to win. We are winning
Yeah.
states 2023. And we like, I truly believe that we like manifested it and like we worked together. And yeah, we made it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like not even in high school, me and my dad would talk about winning states. Like we would talk about, we were like, we'll have such a good team. Like it's gonna be so great. And look where we are now. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's almost unreal. I mean,
It
was just
feels
crazy.
so,
It's
yeah,
like a fever dream.
yeah, definitely.
Let me ask you guys about this. You know, the fact that this Marblehead swim program is really a gem of a program on the North Shore. It really is. And Coach Girton, it's you know, with your leadership, it's one of those programs that is it's what if they have the AAA book with the gems in it. This is a gem of a program. So, girls, tell me about that. Being a part of a swim program like the Marblehead swim program.
Well, Sue taught me how to swim.
She
She
taught me how to
she
swim.
taught us all how to
swim.
swim. So like coming in as a freshman, you know, obviously it was just like a pleasure to be able to be on the team and know that we had such a great coach and who had like an awesome legacy and obviously a ton of wins and stuff. So, and she's very flexible. Like she gives a lot of credit to our club coaches and stuff like that. And obviously that has helped us get where we are. So I think, like I said, just like the team aspect and stuff is something that plays such a big role in it.
I think too, what makes it really the program good is that living in Marblehead, you have to learn to swim.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I start the kids at 6 months old, and I can see in my baby classes what kids really, really love the water. You can see that right away. And others that are stiff and, you know, just hate the water. So you can see at a very young age, and I teach all the 3-year-olds in the morning, 3 and 4-year-olds, and I can already pick out kids that are gonna love swimming.
You're recruiting them already.
Yeah, I'm recruiting them already.
You know, I was going there, by the way, girls, because I'm thinking. So Susan, you're probably looking at the class of 2039 right now.
Yeah. I won't be around.
I'm not sure about that, but go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah,
Go,
so-
yeah.
Because parents in this town really see the need for kids learning to swim with all the boating and all the other water activities. And the clubs that are around here, every child has to learn to swim. I mean, and there are other places. The JCC helps us out a lot too, because they have lessons there. So that's how we get an amazing feeder program. So if you love the water, by the time you get to high school, and if you're not a basketball player or a hockey player, you know, and it's funny how we get the boys. We had 21 boys on the team this year. There were some football players and soccer players, and it's sort of their off season, and they wanted to stay in shape. So they swam, and they did awesome.
Also, growing up in Marblehead with like all the club teams around, it's kind of like
Yes.
talked about the high school team, like as you grow up in this club teams, like, oh, are you guys gonna swim for the high school team? And like I remember
Yeah.
having conversations with like my club coach about like how the high school kids were doing like when I was a lot younger, and I feel like that
Yeah.
also
agree.
helps
It's-
recruit people.
It's something that every swimmer in Marblehead like looks forward to going to high school. Like
Yeah.
you talk about it, and everybody just like knows about it.
Well, and a lot of us are from different teams too, but I feel like that even doesn't play like a role. We can all
Yeah.
just kind of, you know, go to our own practices and then come to the Y and do our own thing for the high school. And it just works out really well because we all know what we're doing. We all know, you know, how the other swimmers swim and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
You know, the other question, Susan, I have for you, you have at least one of your swimmers is going on to swim at college, right? And
Oh,
you
at
have
least one.
others.
Yeah, we actually have three
Yeah,
out of this
Four.
group, four out of this group girls. Clementine Robbins, she couldn't be here.
Oh, the girls.
Yeah, the girl. She's going to Williams.
Yeah.
Cece is going to Union. Anna Coleman isn't here. She's going to Colby swimming. So all those three girls are swimming. Anybody else that's swimming?
Well, Cole's going.
Cole's going to UMass, but he's on
There's not a girls.
Okay.
That's it for the girls.
Yeah. And the boys, Cole Brooks is going to UMass Amherst to swim. So, you know, they carry it through college, so it's awesome.
how about a couple of names? You must have current swimmers in college now. I mean, swimmers that were Marblehead swimmers in college now, currently swimming.
Yeah, Amanda Wager is at Williams. She still has the record in the breaststroke for Marblehead High. Very, very fast. She went like a 104 breaststroke in high school.
Kylie Cronin.
Kylie Cronin, incredible. She still has the record. She went like a 24 something in the 50 free. She went to University of Colorado. Who else? Amanda, not Amanda, Hathaway. Megan Hathaway is just out of college. In fact, she comes in here and swims periodically. She went to Bucknell, swam for Bucknell. There's so many kids. Some mother just came up to me the other day because they saw that we won the state championship, and her son swam with me like 10 years ago, and he swam all through college. And I think his name was Chris Ceruto. Or Chris, and so the names come up, you know, it's kind of cool that these kids continue to swim.
Absolutely. Girls, individually for you, other than the state championships, was there an event or a meet that you kind of stands out in your mind from this season individually? I'm kind of
I think the Masco meet definitely stands out for me. That was probably the meet that we had most competition in, and it was just really fun because I know a lot of those kids on that team, and it was fun to be able to race against them. And it was a little bit of a nail biter. We were a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
But it was great to like have really worked hard and gotten the win.
Yeah, I was just gonna say NECs probably stood out for me. I think something that a lot of the girls can attest to is it's pretty hard to train like 5 or 6 times a week and then come into high school and kind of pop out these times that take you to your sectional or state championship. So I was sick the weekend of NECs and I ended up swimming super fast, making all my cut times and stuff like that. And it just felt really good, you know, again, to be with the team and kind of get it over with and looking forward to bigger competition.
Yeah, and I feel like during like most of the dual meets that we have, like we will know like 1 or 2 people that are already on the team. So it's super fun to see like your competitors as like people you know, like friends you swim against before. So like Sophia said, like the Masco meet, the Beverly meet, we just knew people on the team. So it was fun to race them because you're like, oh yeah, this person is really good at this event and I'm swimming that. And I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. So it's very interesting.
I would say for me personally, it was probably the meet against Swampscott at the JCC.
Oh, that was so fun.
A bunch of us are club swimmers at the JCC, so
Our coach was there.
Our coach was there. A bunch of other kids that we swim with were there, like younger kids cheering on, and that was also the meet that I got to make my state cut. So that was also nice.
And what was also nice is Ashley, the high school Swampscott coach and the club coach at the JCC, came on our bus to states because she only had like 1 swimmer, I think, 1 or 2 swimmers. Oh no, she had a diver.
Yeah.
Two divers and one
So
diver.
she came on our bus, and then when we jumped in the water at the end of the state championship, she jumped in too. It was awesome.
Well, and that's probably so nice for you because then you don't have to worry about any of our swims. I mean, she just takes care of them all. You know what I mean? She's like, do this and this, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So, Susan, let me ask you this. How much do you swim a week now?
How much
mean-
do I swim?
Yeah. How much do you swim a week here? You got to be
Every day.
leading.
I
7,
see her.
7
I see
days.
her.
7 days.
What's that?
Yeah. Well, usually 6 days. Usually Sunday I don't swim. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Do any of you guys, being in Marblehead, right on the coast, obviously, do any of you like to jump into the ocean, say this time of year or March, February?
Only if I have to.
No.
There are people that do that. you
Well,
know.
I polar plunge.
Yeah, I go in with, I didn't this year or last year because of COVID and stuff. We didn't do it. But Jenny
Oh.
Luca always, she's a big swimmer. She always had the polar plunge on New Year's Day. And I've gone in a couple of times with that. It's not
Great.
really fun.
Yeah.
I think
Not the same thing. It's not what you guys do. I get it. Okay. All right. Anything else, Susan, or you know, the
No,
team
but
here?
we had a banquet last night, which was so awesome. And we had a parade around town.
Yes.
The fire department and the police department took us all over town, and the parents, some of the parents followed us with their cars, and we were in the school bus, and the bus took us to the banquet. It was really special. It was so much fun. And then Jenny, how do you say her name? Armani.
Armenia.
Armania?
Armenia. Jenny Armenia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. State rep, new state
State
rep. Yeah.
rep, she
yeah.
came to our banquet and handed out certificates from the House of Representatives and the State Senate with everybody's name on it. That was pretty special.
Yeah, she's great. We've had her on our program a couple of times, and so she's getting her job done. That's great. She's doing the work. Yeah, that's terrific. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
She went to the Division One,
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know
but
if
she
it's
doesn't
in the
represent that
district,
part of the state though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about any award highlights from the banquet?
Okay, tell me.
Oh, we broke the 200 free relay.
Yes, we
Oh,
did.
and we didn't even know about that.
I
It
know,
was
I
a surprise.
surprised
It was a
them.
surprise, which was incredible because now we have our names up on the
Yeah.
board.
That was great.
Yeah.
So that
How
was
do they not know about this record?
Because well, first of all,
It's a little bit of pressure.
I didn't tell them, and I don't think that they even looked at the record board.
No.
The boys look at the record board all the time, and they broke 2 records too. But the girls, I don't think thought they could break
Yeah.
any of the records up there because one of them was pretty old. So it was pretty incredible when I passed out the that they broke the record. It was really good.
I mean,
You
and
know,
like,
the other, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
oh, no worries. I was just gonna say, Clementine got some big recognition for her swims, and
Yes.
all of us got
Yeah.
recognized.
Yeah, Clementine got the student athlete award for Massachusetts. So the Peter Foley student athlete award, that's pretty cool. She hasn't got the award yet. That comes in May.
Actually, tell me more about her because she netted the most records. I mean, most wins, right?
Yeah,
Clementine province.
she
Yeah.
wasn't defeated by anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about her as a swimmer then. Just
What?
tell me more about her as a swimmer.
She's an incredible swimmer. I mean, she really is. I mean, she practices, and I was talking to her yesterday. They left the banquet to go to practice.
Yeah.
She practices from 7:15 to 9:15 every night. And so and Haverhill. And so she gets home 10:30. That's crazy. Crazy. And she's got to meet this weekend. Yeah. I mean, she's gonna set records at Williams.
Yeah.
She really is. And it's probably going to be a lot easier for her in college because you don't practice, that late at night, and she'll be able to work around her schedule better.
All right, girls. I am out of questions, but man, I am so impressed with you guys and your
I'm
season.
impressed with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But is there anything else you want to share with us at all? Is something I didn't ask you about that you think is important?
I just want to say that we as a group, all the girls that went to states, it's really special because we are all truly friends, and it feels like a family. And I feel like sometimes that's hard because swimming is
Hard.
Swimming's hard, and it's also
So
kind of
hard.
more
It's competitive.
individual
yeah,
sport.
it's
Yeah.
individual, but we come together, and it's such a family and such a great environment. And I think that's also why we were able to push each other and win, because we really are so close with each other.
Well, and we all want the best for each other, you know what I mean? I mean, just for me, Song, and Bella, we all swim the same race and we all do differently, but we're just so supportive of each other. And before states and after states, we were able to have dinners together and celebrate. And that's such an important part, especially being a senior and leaving. I'm so proud, and I hope that the girls can continue, to bring this on.
Well, I guess on that note,
Two of the girls here will be captains next year. So they've got a lot of plans.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah, we're already started.
got to change it up a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Set some new
Because-
standards.
Finn is going to be a junior, and Brinlin is going to be a junior, and so Song and Sophia will be seniors. So they're going to have to really step it up next year
Yeah.
because we lost a couple of really good swimmers.
We're up to
Anna
a challenge.
Anna Coleman was our sprint freestyler, 100 free and 50 free, and she did incredibly well too this year. But she's in Ireland or coming back from Ireland or somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So finally, girls, you're all at the Y. So how many of you, when this interview ends, are going to be jumping into the pool here?
In a half hour. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
It never stops.
I have to coach the little ones in 15 minutes. So
Well, thank you so much for doing this with us. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you again, a gem of a program. And
Thank
Coach Girton, thank you for helping me out on this. And again, hang on the line here. Don't go away. But again, Marblehead State Championship swim team.